Don't confuse it for the music. Roast of chef and Quen. Not me, them probably bands when they say who's next. I'm part of the ends. No. Liz not playing the fence. We can't make songs if you're friends with them. No way. Me and D, that's a 2-man step. I don't need to step with 100 men. Still need me 100 M's.
What's good, people? It's your boy Rhino. Welcome to Rhino MGTV. This is my Manchester United match reaction. This is Let's Talk United, man. Make sure you lot are smashing the likes. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I'm going to be back, man. I'm going to try my best. I'm going to be doing the match reactions. I'm going to be doing a few shows during the week. I want to bring back my Sunday talk show as well. Let's Talk the Real. But slowly but surely, yeah. I want to make my return back to my channel. But yeah, big up everyone, man. Yeah, man. Man United 3, Bodo Glimt 2. And it was an interesting, nervy game for me, man. It's easy to say that, you know, you're prepared to go through the tough times. But when you're actually going through it, it's like, raw. Yeah. You know, it takes a lot of resilience. It takes a lot of faith. It takes a lot of patience. It's not easy, man. That game was crazy, especially the first half. The first half was it was quite uncomfortable in a sense where, you know, this team's still getting used to the system. This team's still trying to, you know, adapt to like the new positions and stuff like that. Let me just make a tweak or something. Yeah, that looks better. Get rid of that fade. Yeah. So obviously this team's still adapting. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's a new system. A lot of these player profiles do not fit this system. But one thing I do like is that Ruben Amorim is just doing what he has to do. He's not complaining. He's not saying, you know, oh, I don't have players from Sporting. He's not saying that I can't play the Sporting way. You know, he's sticking to his philosophy. He's sticking to his guns. You know, you saw Casemiro at centre back. Even I was worried, but at least, you know, he's sticking to his idea, his philosophy, his identity, and he's giving this team faith as well. He's saying, you know what? I know you guys a lot of you guys can't play in certain positions, but we're gonna stick to it. I know it's gonna be tough, but I believe in it, so you lot should believe as well. And he said that. He said once he instills that faith and he basically firms it and says, you know what? I'm not having it. I'm sticking to my guns. That will help the team build that faith, and slowly they'll slowly build that kind of confidence and pick up the system a bit more. But yeah, I think the main thing for me was that we got the 3 points. 3 points in the bag. Ruben's first win at the club. He hasn't lost yet. You know, his first game was the draw against Ipswich. I didn't do a match reaction on that, but I can say I'm seeing progress, and I'm actually down for the journey. I'm down for the journey. I'm down for actually just giving this system time to be implemented. As long as I see progress per game, and I know there's going to be ups and downs, I know there's going to be peaks and troughs, but at the end of the day, the fact is we're sticking to our identity. We can see how this team wants to play. You know, you can see the wing backs holding the corners of the pitch. You can see that we're trying to kind of open up spaces centrally. And there were times where I feel like we had to adapt. And I think second half, Ruben did that quite well. You know, he made the sub. He took Malacia off. And I think Malacia had a good run out, man. At the end of the day, this guy hasn't kicked ball for nearly 2 years. Like, you people don't deep. This guy hasn't kicked ball for a long time. So just the fact of him being able to, you know, do his thing, kind of make himself, slowly integrate himself back into the first team is great for me, man. He obviously played with the under-23s. He had a decent game. This is his first game back in the first team, and, you know, you can't expect a lot. You can't expect a lot from him physically. It's just nice to see him back. and he did get skinned when they scored that goal. Um, I would personally think that Martinez should have been in that position, but then again, I think Martinez was marking the one of the midfielders. But it would have been nice, if they that obviously it was kind of like a transition, so you can say how like you can basically understand why Martinez was a bit out of position, and maybe some might say you expect Man City to do better, but he's not going to have that full physicalness and that pace yet. And even if he didn't, at the end of the day, some players get beaten, it. Some players get beaten, and it just is where it is. But yeah, man, I'm just happy that we're starting to see an identity. I'm happy that there's a few standouts for me as well. Mazza, I call him Mazza. He's been excellent, man. Mazwari's been great. Obviously Ahmad's been quite good. Onana was good. I think the goals that Bodo Glimt scored were very, very good goals as well in terms of what could Onana do. One of them, let's say, was beaten and boom, he just slotted it in. The other one was top bins, basically. So you can't beat those goals. Those goals are going to happen. But generally, Onana did a good save at the end. I think towards the end, it was very, very nervy for me. I was just like, nah, man, this is brazy. I can't do this. You feel me? That's how I was feeling, man. I was thinking, this is so uncomfortable, man. Very, very uncomfortable. And in between that, I'm dealing with my little one. Then I'm trying to eat my food, and then I'm just feeling uncomfortable. I'm just thinking, I can just see us conceding, and it's going to be 3-3. And luckily enough, we didn't concede. We stuck it out, and a lot of players are not in their main positions, and we still got the 3 points. So slowly but surely, Ruben's going to start filtering out the players that he knows he can trust and the ones he can't. Do you know what I'm saying? He's giving everyone a chance to play. He's giving everyone a run out. So yeah, game by game, like I'm just always gonna be excited and interested to see what lineup he picks, and yeah, we just take it from there. But we got the 3 points. Um, I would say that it wasn't the prettiest of games, but there was a lot of positives to take from the game. I think we did quite well in a lot of spells. You saw certain patterns of play. You saw the shape. I think we defended in a good shape. We attacked in a good shape, but the only problem is there's certain gaps that we're leaving. There's certain moments where certain players are stepping a bit too much. Players are overcommitting, and it's leaving like little spaces for us to get kind of caught in a transition. There was also times where I feel like maybe sometimes, so you either got the players overcommitting or undercommitting, and then little mistakes here and there, which is gonna happen. And we don't have the best of players. I feel like the players are not absolutely crap. There's a lot that we can get out of these players compared to what we saw last season. But at the end of the day, they are trying, and I think this is just Ruben's filtering process. So yeah, man. There's no structure to this match reaction. I ain't done a match reaction in a long time, but that's pretty much all that I can think of, man. Like I said, I'm happy that I can see a bit of identity. I'm willing to be patient. Yeah, let me talk quickly about the players that I think were just awful, man. Garnacho, I've supported you for a long time in a sense where I've said you need time, you need patience. I don't want to go through this whole players need time thing, but just in general, let me see him settle into a new system. But just some of the chances he was missing, man, they were quite bad, man. I expect him to do much better. He should have had at least one or two extra goals than the tapping that he had. I think Rashford could have done better with his shot as well. At least get it on target, but he just that shot he just took it too wide. Who else had a chance? Oh, I can't remember. I know Garnacho had a few chances. Rashford had his chance, and there was one other decent chance that someone had. I can't remember right now, but yeah, I think Garnacho probably needs to take a breather. I don't like seeing him in the number 10 position. Rashford should have done better with his shot. I think Mount had a decent game. Mount had a good game. Bruno was decent as well. Simplified game, just do the basics. Um, Obviously I've shouted at Mazza already. Onana. Dallo have made a few mistakes here and there, but at the same time, I'm going to give him a bit of lenience because he's playing out of position and whatever. And yeah, that's about it, man, to what I can think of. Hojlund as well. I'm happy that Hojlund got his 2 goals, and I think his overall game was quite good as well. You know, he weren't doing too much. I think he just did his thing, and I feel like we're seeing what I've been saying he has in him. Like, people are saying he can't really hold that play. He can. Yes, he doesn't do it consistently, and you could use that as a basis to judge him. But when the player's not in the right kind of environment, the right system, I give them a bly. Same way as Xerxes. Yes, you could say Hojlund's been here longer, but Hojlund is definitely much younger, got much less experience. And I'm using the age as a context to the fact that his experience is not all there. Some people have age 19 and they're balling out, 18, 17, balling out. But other players need to be in the right environment too to get the best out of them. They need to be coached correctly. They need to be in the right system. So I think we've got a lot more of Hojlund to see. And I think as long as he can be consistent, we're going to see a lot more goals. There was times where Malacia as well, I feel like he should have been put in the box a lot more. But yeah, it just is what it is. I think the players are slowly adjusting. Cause I think there was loads of times I see Malacia kind of stopping back, you know, recycling the ball again. Just put the ball in the box. I don't mind the man then recycling the ball when, you know, you don't want to do something too Hollywood. Fair enough. Cool. I'm down with that. Let's have patient build up and let's wait for the openers. But at the same time, I feel like Malacia, yeah, he could have definitely put the ball in the box a lot more. But yeah, hopefully a lot of these players will learn, and the players that are not good for this system, hopefully they can hold bench and we can start to see even more of the youth players. I want Ruben to find his starting 11 where we know game in, game out, this is our strong 11, and then we'll have our rotational players as well. So yeah, that's about it, man. If there's anything I've missed out, let me know. Make sure you're subbing to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video, smash the likes, man. And yeah, man, this is my first match reaction in a long time. So yeah, man, I'm a bit rusty, but that's my thoughts in the game. If I've missed out anything, just let me know in the comments. And yeah, man, it's your boy Rhino, and I'm out. Peace.
Don't confuse it for the music, roast the chef and creds. Not me, them probably bands when they say who's next, I'm part of the ends. And Liz not playing the fence, we can't make sons if you're friends with them. Me and Didas are 2-man step, I don't need to step with 100 men. Still, need me 100 M's.